वंशी विभूषितकरान्नवनीरदाभात् पीताम्बरादरुणबिम्ब फलाधरोष्ठात् पूर्णेन्दुसुन्दरमुखात् अरविन्दनेत्रात् कृष्णात् परं किमपि तत्त्वमहं न जाने। ॐ श्रीकृष्णाय नमः. Welcome to the Friday scripture class, and today's subject of study is Uddhava Gita, the last message of Sri Krishna. In Uddhava Gita, it's very interesting topic where there Sri Krishna in details is talking to Uddhava about the process of meditation. He told about pranayama, how to control the breath. Then he told about the asana, how to sit down, what type of seat should be there, and then how to guide the mind on what to meditate. So he clearly said, first begin with meditation on form of the divine, form of God. And in saying that, he said, meditate on me, but in my form, not two armed my form, but on my four armed form. That is the form of Vishnu. And he said, very beautiful, all details. He said, everything is about Krishna is beautiful, is wonderful. That one stotra is there. Adharam, Madhuram, Vadanam, Madhuram. Everything about Sri Krishna is Madhura, sweet, charming, attractive. When there is attraction or charm in the features of the divine, then our mind has a tendency to be attracted towards that, to go towards that, to be fixed on that, on what it likes. And what can be much nicer, sweeter, more beautiful, more charming than the form of God. And Sri Krishna said about the feet, about the ornaments, about the crown, about the cheeks, about everything of God is so beautiful. Meditate on that beautiful thing in the lotus of your heart, where there is the orb of sun, and inside sun is the moon, and inside the moon is the fire, and inside the fire is that divine form, the four-armed form, having such beautiful organs. Feet is beautiful, arms are long, and the neck is wonderful, cheeks, eyes are lotus-eyed. Every part of the body is so perfect and so beautiful that meditate on the beauty of God. God, that's why it's called Satyam Shivam Sundaram. God is Sundara. Sundara means charming, attractive, which draws the mind. Akarshayati. So that's why the word comes Krishna. Krishna is Akarshayati iti Krishna. Krishna is the one who draws the mind, attracts the mind of the devotee. That is the Krishna saying. So that is what about Krishna, the form, everything about the Krishna is so beautiful. What Mangalacharan we do in the Uddhava Gita, that also is about the beauty of Krishna is said in that Madhusudana Saraswati's verse on the Krishna. Mm, mm, That also is about, on that also it can be meditated upon. Bangsi Vibhushita Karan Navani Radavat. He's like the dark about what? Dark like the dark cloud, rain cloud. Rain cloud is so beautiful. Those who have seen rain cloud, it's not dark like the coal or charcoal. It is dark, somber, beautiful rain cloud. And that hue, it's so charming. That's what the hue of the body color of Krishna, of Vishnu. That's how it is said. And that itself is so charming, this dark complexion of Sri Krishna. People are often, they like in some culture, they like the pale color or white, fair color like that. But there is so charm in the dark color like the color of the rain cloud. When Sri Ramakrishna was, I think, young boy of 5 years old, he was walking through the ridges in the rice field, both side rice field. His mind was very was already withdrawn and so pure mind. and he saw somber rain cloud. The sky was covered by the rain cloud. His mind was totally absorbed in the beauty of the cloud, and he was eating some puffed rice which was tied in the corner of his cloth, loose cloth in his dhoti, and he suddenly saw a flock of cranes passing that under the cloud, and it was so charming beauty was there, and that beauty made him unconscious. He was in super conscious state. He just forgot the worldly consciousness, and the mind went into the full absorption of the beauty of rain cloud and the white cranes. So this cloud is so beautiful. That's why Sri Krishna, this is Navanira the Abhat. His Abha, his hue, his color is like the Navanira, the new rain cloud. Nirada means rain cloud. Nira means water, who gives water, that thing is cloud. So Navanira Abhat. And as Sri Krishna also said, here also Hemambaram he said, and there it is Navanira Dhabhat, Pitambara. Pitambara, Hemambara, same thing, yellow colored, golden colored cloth. So all that matches, this very matching thing. Somber rain cloud, like color body with the golden cloth, and Pitambarat Arunabimba Faladharostat. And how are the lips of Krishna? Arunabimba Phala. It's like red, like the Bimba Phala. There is a fruit called Bimba. The Bimba Phala is red in color, is height. So like that is the lips of Krishna. Arunabimba Phalat Arostat Adharostat. This lips are like that. And Osta means lips are like that. Bimba Phalad Rostat. And how is the face? Purnendu Sundara Mukhat. So it is like the full moon, the beauty of full moon. When one sees on the full moon day, when moon is seen at full moon, it's that light that comes. Not bright like sun's light, but mild light that fills the whole world. Not very bright, not that everything you see, but you can see the things. That is the beauty of Krishna's face, and that form of moon, Purnendu Sundara, like the full moon, like that is the full moon itself is so beautiful, and that is the beauty of the Krishna's face, Purnendu Sundara Mukhat, Aravinda Netrat, and in the face, what is most beautiful is eyes. Eyes are perfect eyes, like the lotus flower. Lotus flower, not the lotus that is blooming, but the lotus that is yet to bloom. And that way is the eyes of Krishna. Purnendu Sundara Mukhat Aravinda Netrat. This beauty of this God, form of God, embodied God in the human form, in the form of Krishna. And there is a theory that he is the supreme being, he is the one, the source of all creation. There is nothing other than he. He is in fact formless, but in ignorance we see him as form. Then our Madhusudana Saraswati says, let aside those are tattva and true and what is formless and all that. I don't want to anything about that. Purnendu Sundara Mukhat Aravinda Netrat Krishnat Param Kimapi Tattva na Jane. I don't want any other tattva, any other reality, any other formless aspect other than this beautiful form of Krishna. Here, Sri Krishna describes that form of Vishnu or Krishna, whatever you say, meditate on that form. And that is not the final. He will go on step by step how our meditation should be deeper and deeper, and finally to go their ultimate truth. So in detail, Sri Krishna is saying, after saying the beauty of the form of divine form of Vishnu, Narayana, Krishna, whatever you say, four-armed, that divine being. The earlier verse we read, verse 41, Dyumat Kirita Kataka Katisutrangadayutam Sarvanga Sundaram Ridyam Prasada Sumukhe Kshanam. His face is prasada, gracious, prasada, prasanna or something, by looking at which heart becomes so happy. Prasad, it becomes prasanna. It's so graceful in the face, which is sumukhe kshanam. His face is, and also eyes are are beautiful eyes that makes hridyam, that is so appealing, so charming that eyes become. And Krishna is sarvanga sundaram. There is no defect in any organ. Every organ is so perfectly built of this Narayana or Krishna or Vishnu, whatever you say. It's all perfectly sarvanga sundaram vidyam, and the Dyumat kirita kataka kati sutrangadayutam, and he has got the kirita is the crown, and that is Dyumat, that is shining. So to meditate something is all you have to imagine, and everything that mind is attracted to, that should be the object of meditation. We are often, when we try to meditate, our mind is diverted to something that we like nice house, good car, whatever you feel. You feel like attractive something, some nice face of the baby or something. So mind often runs to that which is pleasing to us, which where our mind attracts. But here all the combination of all is there. Sri Ramakrishna used to say, so if we can make your mind the attraction of the wife towards the husband. Wife loves husband. So love, attraction of wife, attraction of husband for wife. So and attraction of child for mother. And these two things you combine. And third thing you combine, attraction of wealth, possession for the miser. Miser is equally attracted. As a mother loves her child, similarly, miser person loves intensely, miser loves wealth and possession. And all these three, if you can combine and direct that attraction, combined attraction to God, then you will realize God. That means you have to find the form of God so beautiful. Nothing is like that. So, like that story was there that in the Ramanuja story, I've heard that Ramanuja one day was gone to the temple, and he saw that one person was looking at the beautiful eyes of a girl or a woman or some girl child, whomever. He saw so beautiful eyes. He just liked the eyes, not the face. He was so attracted to the eyes of that person, and then Ramanuja, and he was just absorbed in the beauty of the eyes. Um, there was nothing of the lust or nothing like that, but he was absorbed in the beauty. So Ramanuja saw this person has the sense of beauty, and but he is looking so intensely on the eye of this person, and he said, "What are you looking?" And he said to Ramanuja, "Have you ever seen in the world beautiful eyes like this person's?" So I have never seen such beautiful eyes. So beauty attracts the mind, and that he was totally charmed with the beauty of the eye. That much is described. Nothing of any bad sense in the temple or anything lust or anything said. Ramanuja caught hold of that person who had come to the temple, who was so captivated by the beauty of the eye of another person. And he said, I will show you the eyes more beautiful than these eyes. So he said, are there eyes beautiful than that? So I have never seen such eyes in my life, so beautiful like these eyes. So Ramanuja caught hold of him and took him with him. And where did he take Ramanuja? Took to the deity, to the image. And he said, look, the eyes of the deity there. There is no compare to this eyes of these deities. This is so beautiful. And this person who was charmed with the beauty of the eye of another human being, now he saw the deity, and that deity became living. Vishnu became living. It was the Varadaraja temple, the Vishnu temple. Vishnu became living, and that eyes Aravinda Netrat, Purnendu Sundara Mukhat Aravinda Netrat, and he got into Samadhi. By the grace of Ramanuja, he had the vision of Vishnu. And when one has the vision of God, the image itself is so beautiful. We whom we do not have the vision of God when we go to the temple. But when we go to Dakshina Kali temple in Dakshineshwar in Kali temple, or you go to Bindu Madhav temple in Varanasi, or even Vishwanath temple, just the stone is there. The charm, beauty, the holiness, it fills your heart with the joy. Even in the Vishwanath temple, and when there is the image of the Bindu Madhava, the Krishna in Varanasi, quite famous temple is there, also called sometimes Veni Madhavi, another just similar. So Bindu Madhava temple in Panchaganga Ghat, or the Kali temple in Dakshineshwar. All this you see, so much of beauty is there. And when that we just see the image decorated with flower and ornaments and devotion and the fragrance of dhupa, light, all those create, and the faith of so many people coming there trying to feel the presence of God, that itself captivates our mind and we feel such joy. And if Mother reveals, if Krishna reveals, if Rama reveals in Ayodhya, then what a beauty. Those who go to Ayodhya, they see the image of Sri Rama in Ayodhya. His eyes, so living eyes are there. Those, they are captivated. Just by seeing the image, people feel so beautiful, the heart is filled. If Rama would stand in place of his image, so what a beauty it will be. Like that is, then you will not forget, your heart will be filled with that beauty. So when that person saw Sri Vishnu himself in the image of Varadaraja, he went into samadhi just by being absorbed in the beauty of God. So it's all about the beauty being described of God's different parts. Try to meditate on the beautiful image form of God so that your mind remains glued to the beauty of God. Beauty of God is transcends all beauty of these worldly objects and worldly things. God's beauty is little reflected in the worldly things, beauty in the flower, beauty in the child's face, or beauty in whatever you like. That little of sprinkling of God's beauty, and that God's beauty is the beauty of our soul, our Atma, which is nothing but God. That's why they say Atma va ati sundaram, Satyam Shivam Sundaram. God is Sundara, He is beautiful. But what is Atma? Atma va ati sundaram. This Atman, ourself, is the most beautiful, and sprinkling of that beauty of the Atman or God in the things, wherever it is sprinkled a little, we find so beautiful flower, so nice this tulips, so nice zerbera, and this flower so nice, we call this China rose, beautiful, beautiful shivli, small tiny flower, you feel so nice. Gulancha, that Sri Ramakrishna like, all those become beautiful because of the idea of beauty that goes from our heart, the idea of beauty that we are not yet to catch in the soul, but is reflected in those, and we find the beauty. And that's why it says, meditate on the beautiful form of God, and your mind will remain there. It is the beginning of the meditation, so that you can withdraw from the world. World is just, it presents itself in a very charming way. Those who have not found the charm of God, for them world is very charming, very attractive, very like you want to get it, you want to be with the world, you want to, whatever you see, you want to possess. But those who have found God, Sri Ramakrishna used to say, if you have seen the beauty of God, then Rambha Tilottama look like the ash of the cremation ground. Worst thing, dirty, they will like that. Whatever imagination of Apsaras or the fairies in the heaven. So they look like the ash of the cremation ground if you have seen God's beauty. That is what the beauty of God that Sri Krishna describes here. After that, today let's start from verse 42. सुकुमारमभिध्यायेत् सर्वांगेषु मनो दधत् इंद्रियाणि इंद्रियार्थेभ्यो मनसा कृष्य तन्मनः बुद्ध्या सारथिना धीरः प्रणयेन मयि सर्वतः Now he says, Sri Krishna said, how to meditate on that. He said, Sarvanga Sundaram, like that is the thing, meditate on that form. All this description of the form of the Vishnu is said to meditate within the heart, all that you heart within the fire of the heart, very innermost thing you are meditating. And he now explains and goes further to meditate. One should meditate on this form, concentrating mind on all the features, right from feet to legs to body to arms, hand, neck, shoulder, face, eyes, cheeks, ears. That's why ears with ornaments. So with the ornament of like alligator shaped ornaments that are dazzling, like that ornaments, then forehead, then lips, then eyes. All these are to be meditated on. Then Sarvanga Sundaram. Every part is beautiful of God. One should meditate on this form, concentrating the mind on all the features, body parts, ornaments, everything. The man of self control should withdraw the organs from the sense objects with the help of the mind and with the intellect as guide. Direct the mind to my whole body. So, meditate first on the whole body. Begin from different parts of the body and then meditate on the whole body. Withdraw the senses with the help of the mind from the objects and with the intellect as the guide. What the intellect does? Intellect says these are useless compared to God. The beauty of these things are nothing. The attraction of charm of the world is nothing. Don't follow mind there. It is you want most beautiful, most charming, most joyful thing. Then come out from there and meditate on the form of God. Buddhi will say, then mind will attract akrishya, manasa akrishya tanmana. So tatmana, you have been attracted and your mind has been one with the form of God, one with God. And withdraw the mind from the objects of the world and mind and sense objects and put all that sense objects, sense organs, mind and intellect, all those focused together. Mind is focused on the beauty of God, Sarvanga Sundaram, that God's beauty. And then this world will not be able to attract. Then how the world will be? World will be tuchatvat. That is the word said in the scriptures. World is tuchatva, tucha, insignificant, unattractive, useless. So why the mind should go there? Because we had no idea of God. We had never meditated on the beauty of God. Whatever we came through our senses, we thought that is the beautiful, that is the charming, that is the attractive, that is the joy giving, that will give me happiness. That happened. Now, with the power of intellect, I know that God is the one which is the source of all joy, all beauty, Satyam Shivam Sundaram, all truth, all eternity is in God. Everything else is temporary and fleeting and without any substance at all. Tucha, it is insignificant, the world is. So, with all those thought and conviction by the intellect, mind sits on the form of God and perches there like a bird perching on the branch and not going from there. Perches mind has to perch on the form of God. So that is what beautifully Sri Krishna is saying. Now let's go to verse 43. तत्सर्व व्यापकम चित्तम आकृष्यैकत्र धारयेत् नान्यानि चिन्तयेत् भूय susmitam bhavayen mukham. Then further, now meditate on the form of God with all beauty, beautiful organs, beautiful body parts, and body effulgent, and all charm is there. After doing that for some time, it is not the end of meditation. He says You have to meditate, still make the mind subtler. How to make that? Tat sarve vyapakam chittam akrishya ekatra dharayet. Now, then one should concentrate the mind distributed all over my body, distributed all over my body on ekatra, on one part. We are so long meditated on the charm of the body, whole form. When Sri Ramakrishna was meditating on Advaita, that unthinkable Brahman, the source of all bliss, all creation, source of our being, and when he was meditating, the blissful form of mother whom he had so far meditated came in the heart, leaving blissful form. And he said, and Totapuri is saying, meditate on the formless aspect of God. That is more beautiful. This form of God is in Maya. When you meditate on the formless aspect, that is the true meditation on God, the true nature of God. Try to meditate there. Now the mind cannot go there. He said to Totapuri, no, every time I try to meditate, divine, smiling form of divine mother comes. My mind cannot go living her. So, like that, Sri Krishna says, you have to live there. Like Totapuri is also saying, after you are meditating on the whole form, effulgent, beautiful, divine form of God, now tat sarva vyapakam chittam akrishya ekatra dharayet. Now withdraw from all this beauty of the body. Now fix it on one place, one body, one part. What is that part? And think of the smiling countenance alone. That part is face. Smiling countenance is a bhava in mukham. So after that, you think of focus now on the face. So meditating on the body, ornaments, body parts, all that was the process in meditation, trying to focus the mind, attract it from pratyahara, from the objects of the world to the divine form. Now focus more. Your mind should be more focused on what? On the face. Nanyani chintayet bhuya. Don't think of anything others, no other form. And what you think? Bhavayan mukham. On that one ekatra, if you do all your mind, put there on the mukham, on the face. What type of mukham? Susmitam, smiling face. Smile has so much beauty. Whenever we see the smiling face, already that even a human being, when someone smiles, smiling face, happy face, that itself becomes someone approachable, someone you feel like talking, you feel like a very good person. He welcomed with smile, as they say. So smile has that in the face. That is most wonderful ornament of the face is smile, which immediately makes you welcome. And the charm of the face is the smile. That's why he said, Chintayet bhuya, meditate on that. What? Susmitam bhavayet. Think of this face, smiling face of the Lord. Um, and nothing else. Na anyani chintayet. Don't think of anything else, no other parts now. Now focus has come to a smaller part. The mind is more focused on the face of God. Face is the one which is we all identify with the face. When you have to identify your identity card. Always has the face of the person. That is our identity. Identity of God is also the face. What type of face? Smiling, charming face of God. That attracts. That is very attractive part of the human body is the face and the smiling face. Withdraw mind from all other and don't think of it. Na anyani chintayet. Susmitam bhavayet susmitam mukham. Smiling face. Smiling face is a friendly face. And what is God? God is our true friend. That's why it is said, Surin Mitra, Suri, it is Surit, it is Mitra, he is Bandhu, Surin Mitra, Udasina, Madhyastha, Dvesha, Bandhusu. So Sri Krishna says in the Gita of different kind categories of relationship, but towards all the human being, the yogi has the same attitude, same relationship with all. And the three types of friendship is said, Surin, Mitra, Madhyastha and Bandhu. Bandhu, three types. So, Surit is who is very cordial. Mitra is friend, always when he is there or she is there when we need Mitra. Bandhu is like a relative. Bandhu also means friend. In Sanskrit, it means friend, Bandhu. So that all is the friend. And who is that all this together? Is God. He is very close to our heart. He is always there with us. And he is like our relative and eternal friend, eternal companion. So when we have such person, such being, and think of that. So this is verse 43. Verses 43 to 45 describes higher and higher stages of meditation, thinking less and less of attributes, culminating in samadhi. Note of the translator Swami Madhavananda. So first all ornaments, shining, this, that, anklets, bracelet, and waistband. So many things Sri Krishna said to describe. Now he said, don't think of anything. Now think of only face. Now no other ornament, no kirita, no kundala, nothing. Just see the face and smile in the face. So slowly he's bringing slowly to the more concentration without any attributes to which our mind often goes. Our mind is attracted by ornaments. Also we get attracted to the ornaments, so that's why our body is wearing different kinds of ornaments, and slowly that is not the real attraction. Attraction should be to the God as such. So come to the face. Now what Krishna says, go further, as the brahmachari said to that woodcutter, go further, go forward. And one woodcutter was coming, he met a brahmachari with a lot of wood. And where you had been, I go to this forest to chop wood and sell that, and by that I earn money. So brahmachari said, from tomorrow, go forward. And then he went there, he was cutting the wood, the regular his forest. Then he went, Brahmachari, holy man said, go forward. So I should not stay cut here only. Let me try to go forward, deeper into the forest. To his surprise, when he found it was not ordinary wood, it was all wood, a forest of sandalwood. Now, sandalwood is so much costlier. He chopped the wood, brought back to the city, sold, and many times he got the money. So he became rich, very rich. Woodcutter selling fuel. Now he was selling sandalwood. Must many times. After some time, he said to himself, but Brahmachari didn't say go to sandalwood forest. He said go forward. He didn't ask me to stop there. So let me try. He went deeper into the forest and went there, and he found copper mine there. Then he started taking the ore and then smelting and then copper found. And then he said, became much richer. Then he said, Brahmachari said, not only said, go to the copper mine, let me cross this river and go there. And when he crossed the river, there was silver mine and dug that and sold that. After that was gold mine. What rich he would be. He was owning now mines after mines, you see, like we have mines in Canada. That was not stopped. Now, as you have in that was not the time when petroleum or gold, black gold was there. Now the gold, real yellow gold, yellow metal was there. Gold mines. So much rich he became. But Brahmachari, that woodcutter said, but Brahmachari didn't ask me to stop. There is a gold mine. He said, let me try further. He went further, started digging, and he found precious stones, diamonds, ruby, all the sapphire, and how much rich it became. Like that, don't stop. Go further, go forward. The God's form is charming. Don't stop there. Beauty of God, charm of God will reveal if you go further. So Krishna here says the only ornament, shining, dancing, glittering of the God is not all. Go further, and then you will find the beauty of the face, beauty of the smile of God. Go there and meditate on that. And then Sri Krishna says further, Tatra labda padam chittam akrishya vyomni dharayet tatcha tektva madaroho nakinchi dipichintahet. Now making subtler, meditating on face of any form. We have seen the face of beautiful face of children, how charming they are, the child's eyes, finger, everything. One mother got first child, and so she said to me, "Mommy, I got my child is born by the grace of God." I said, "Congratulations on all that." So after 3 days, the mother says, "Swami, I'm not able to sleep at night. Whole night I keep awake." Then she explains, "You know why? I see this child's beauty. Every part is so beautiful. I see at her eyes, I see at her lips, I see at her neck. Everything is so beautiful. I cannot sleep whole night. Just am charmed with the beauty of my daughter. And his her arm is beautiful. Her her fingers are so nice, tiny, tender. Here, her nails, everything, eyelashes, eyelids, the eyebrows, everything seems so beautiful that the mother can't sleep at night. So much charmed with the beauty of her child. Child is so beautiful. How and that beauty is again is the reflection or sprinkling of the beauty of God, beauty of the Divine Mother. So that beauty is there in the face or in the form of anything that we love, and the love and beauty go together. We when there we find beauty, we love that. Something that we love, we find beauty there. Hmm? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Some literature, I think Shakespeare or someone said. So like that, whatever you find you love, you find beautiful. Whatever you find beautiful, that you love. So here it is God so beautiful. But don't get stuck with the beautiful form, Sarvanga Sundaram, or only beautiful smiling face. Sri Krishna says, go further, go forward, like the Brahmachari said in the gospel story of the gospel. Tatra labdhapadam chittam akrishya vyomni dharayet tatcha tektva madaroho nakinchidipi chintayet. Drawing the mind which is concentrated on that, one should fix it on supreme cause. So, what is that supreme cause? It says Vyomni, like Akasa. Now, no form, transcend the beauty of the form. Now, meditate on the supreme cause of which is the source of all this beautiful creation. So, Sri Ramakrishna often says, people talk about the beautiful garden, but they don't think about the gardener who created this beautiful garden, their lawn, their flower, their fountain. How beautiful is the mind of the gardener, out of which this just manifestation. Beauty is in the thought of the gardener. People say, oh, this world is so nice, so beautiful, sunset and sunrise and the ocean and the clouds. People don't talk about one who created the beauty of the mind of one who created this. God's beauty will be so, mind of God will be so beautiful that He just put His beauty, His plan in the creation. He created that. So, like that, the great cause which made all this beautiful, and that is like Vyomni, like Akasa, no form, but that is the great cause. Think in the great cause, the beauty of the creation, beauty of the form of God, beauty of the charm of the God's face. Think of that now. Pull the mind from the object of the form of God's beauty and put it in Vyomni Dharet. Can you find that beauty in the Akasa, in the great cause? That is the source of everything. You see the Akasa, the space, it holds all planets, this our whole world in that. What the beauty of that Akasa, this God, the great cause. Meditate on that great cause. Someone said in the Thich Nhat Hanh's one story of the reading, when you see a tree, Can you think of cloud? Just seeing the tree is very cross, beautiful, nice tree. But the tree came not only from seed, but it came from the seed was there on the on the ground, and it grew, and then came rain. Rain came from cloud, and the cloud was so beautiful. Seeing the tree, can you think of the cloud? Can you think of the air? Can you think of the space? So, like that, it went only up to the nature. Sri Ramakrishna would say, think of the beauty of Creator who created this seedling, the air, the sky, the cloud, the rain, all together with this beautiful tree. So think of the cloud. Go subtler in your thought. Make your meditation subtler. Now think of the beauty of the Vyum Nidhare, Chittam Akrishya. Withdraw the mind from all this form and put it in the great cause, supreme cause, the Lord as projecting the universe. And tatcha tektva madaroho. And then leaving that too, one should rest on me and think of nothing whatsoever. What does that mean? Me is now sky was there, little form sky thing. Now give up all those thoughts, make the mind subtler, make meditation on subtler being, and think of me as the supreme being. So then leaving that too, the sky too, one should rest on me. Rest means think. One's mind should rest on me. Me, what is me? As the pure Brahman, divested of all attributes. Now, very difficult. No attribute, no beauty of what ear and eyes and nothing. Only the great Brahman, Ananda Swarupam. Raso Vaisa. Now, Ananda, meditate on the rasa. Brahman is Rasa Swarupa. Rasa is joy, bliss, Ananda, Sat Chit Ananda. That Ananda, can you meditate on the bliss, joy itself, on that existence, knowledge, bliss, on that follow, and that when you can do and think of nothing. Now when mind has become trained, so in not one day that mind becomes trained, so it takes time to make the mind subtler and think of something that is subtler from the grosser features of the form of God. From that to and think of nothing whatsoever. Madaroho nakinchidat. Mat aroho, like climb on me. Arohana means climbing, perching, settling, resting. That's called arohana. Now come to me. Me as such, like in the form of Brahman, the beauty, Satchit Ananda Swarupa Brahman, and Nakinchit Apichintayet. So nothing, anything else. Now form gone, the bioma, sky gone, space gone. Now think of me. Now this is difficult part. Now for us it is difficult because we have not mastered meditation on even the form. Meditate on the parts of God, master the experience of the meditation on the parts of God, then the whole form of God, then one part, one the form, face of God. When we can do that, automatically mind is becoming subtler. After that, it will be easier to meditate on the space, Vyomni, on that. That will be, we can find that meditation will be easier. When that happens, when you are able to meditate on the space without any form, any attributes, but something that is the support and base of everything, and that all comprehensive idea of something can, when a mind can think, then mind can even transcend that to the source of all this, the pure Brahman, without any attributes, without any imagination. Give up all other thoughts whatsoever, such as one is meditating, this is the object of meditation, and nothing else, that I am meditating on the form of God, I am meditating on the space as the as the support of everything that is created. Nothing that. In that meditation, there is a meditator There is the object of meditation. Meditator is called dhyata, and mm, and on whom it is meditated is called dheya. Dheya is the face of God or space. Dheya and dhyata is myself. I am meditating. I am meditating. And how I'm meditating? Through the process of meditation. My mind is flowing to that object only. That is the meditation. One pointed flow of the mind to an object is called meditation. So there are three things in meditation: dhyana, dheya, dhata. There's the process of meditation, object of meditation, and the meditator. Dhyana, dheya, dhyata. And Sri Krishna says, merge all these three together: the object of meditation, your own self, and the process of meditation. That mind is flowing in distance to something there. No, all become one. That's what he said. Na kinchidapi chintayat, nothing, etc. Nothing else you think. That is merging in the Supreme. You are merging in the Brahman. It is the ultimate of meditation. So it is hard. It is not easy. But process itself is so beautiful when our mind can forget the world and we are aware of our meditation and meditate on the form of God. That itself is so much rewarding. That meditation process, progress, every progress is difficult and it may take life attempt at for to go step by step, but whatever we are doing to master, to become expert on that itself is very, very rewarding. And but the final, Sri Krishna says here, finally it should be merging of the meditator, meditation, and the object of meditation on one. That is, you have become one with Brahman. Brahma Jnana, Nirvana, Buddhatva, all that has been attained. So that is the goal of meditation. You become one with truth. Swami Vivekananda says, be bold and face the truth. Truth is, there is nothing, only I. All this is just a dream. Be bold and face the truth. Be one with it. Let vision cease. All this is vision. All vision cease. All they go away. Only remains is truth. All everything has been gone into naught. Nothing is there. Be bold and face the truth. Be one with it. Let vision cease. Or if you cannot, it is so difficult to deny the creation as the vision. It is so real for us. So we cannot do that. It is Sri Krishna said, do that in one a few verses. He said, meditate on the form with ornament, then face, then the space, the Lord as the support of all, and then he says, merge all that. He said in three verses everything. But those three verses are how many lifetime things we don't know. Maybe 300 lifetimes, maybe 3,000 lifetimes, we don't know. Maybe, of course, one lifetime also it may be there. So, if that is not possible, that when that happens, all vision has ceased. You have become one that. We have become one. That your Buddhatva Prapti, Bodhi Prapti has become, Nirvana has become. That is the when vision has ceased. Let vision cease. And or if you cannot, he knows. For him, everything has been there. Vision has ceased. He has become one with the Supreme Brahman. Or if you cannot, dream. You will dream. This all is dream. I am here. You are there. World is there. So everything is dream. This is good. This is bad. This is wonderful. This is ugly. All is dream. So if you cannot dream, but truer dreams, others are false dreams. The dream that makes us unhappy. Huh? This person bad, this jealousy, hatred, greed, anger, all are dreams, but very untrue dream, very ugly dreams. Dream but beautiful dreams. What are the beautiful dreams? Dream but truer dreams, which are eternal love and service free. Love eternally everyone, God's creation. Everything is dream. All his this creation is also because of dream, because of maya, because of avidya. We see that. Okay, you see that. But love everyone and do give them free service. Dream but truer dreams which are eternal love and service free. So that is what is Swami Vivekananda says to us, inspires us to become one with the truth. Be bold. It's very daring thing to deny the whole world. It's very daring. We are we often say, oh, we are samsari. How can we do like that? No, it is spiritual realization is meant for all. All the rishis of the Vedas, Vedanta, were mostly samsaris. They had wife, they had children, but their mind was fully into the truth of Vedanta, truth of the Shastras. They were not attached to the world. All doesn't matter at all because that is the thing that we should aspire for. Evam samahitam atir मामेवात्मानमात्मनि विचस्ते मयि सर्वात्मा ज्योतिर्ज्योतिष संयुतम. With one's mind thus absorbed, one sees me alone in oneself and sees oneself united to me, the self of all, like light united to light. The stage of samadhi described. You have read Swamiji's, no? Beautiful poem description of samadhi, Swamiji's the hymn of meditation, hymn of samadhi. hmm, That stars are, and that is the most beautifully described one. But here also Sri Krishna describes beautifully here. With one's mind thus absorbed in the reality, one sees me alone, where one sees in oneself. The distinction between God and the soul become obliterated. The soul becomes one with God and sees oneself united to me. So the soul becomes God, God becomes soul. That's what Kabir Das, that poem said, no? प्रेम की गली अति that he said, प्रेम की गली अति सांकरो इसमें दो न समाए. The love, real love, intense love is the very narrow lane. How narrow? इसमें दो न समाए. Two cannot go, only one can pass. So narrow is the lane of love. If you want to walk the lane of love, it's अति सांकरो, very narrow. इसमें दो न समाए. How is that? जब मैं था तब हरि नहीं. When I was there walking, trying to walk in the lane of love, God was not there. I was thinking God and all that, but always it was me. Ego was there. जब हरि है तब मैं नहीं. When I have given up that ego, I have transcended that ego. Now only God is there. Now I don't find myself. Only God is there now. So only one can pass. That is what Sri Krishna says. The soul becomes united with me and I become one with the soul when such love, such meditation happens. How is that? Like example gives, like light united with light. When light unites with light, then nothing, no change comes. It is the same thing. Like one person uniting with another person, then it should become double. No? Hmm? Another person, God and you. But no change comes. It is the soul which is dimensionless, no dimension. So, like the light meeting with light, nothing changes there. Same light is there. Last verse of this chapter. ध्याने नित्यं सुतिव्रेण युञ्जतो योगिनो मनः सम्यासत्यासु निर्वाणं द्रव्य ज्ञान क्रिया भ्रमः. A yogi who thus concentrates his mind through intense meditation will soon blow out the delusion about objects, finite knowledge, and action, which through intense meditation will blow out the delusion about objects, finite knowledge of this world, and action. This is what the world is, Maya is, objects, etc., comprising the whole range of relativity. This he said, Dravya Jnana Kriya Brahma. This Dravya Jnana Kriya is all Brahma. It is delusion Objects are delusion. This finite knowledge of the objects is delusion, and action, ego is delusion. And that received through intense meditation transcend this maya, this delusion about dravya, jnana, and kriya. This jnana is not the supreme knowledge. So this is the relative knowledge of this world. Dravya, Jnana, Kriya, Brahma, all that is gone when one attains Samadhi. And as Swami Vivekananda says, when a fool goes and attains this um, Bodhitva or Nirvana or Brahmajnana, when he comes out from that, he becomes a wise person. He understands the reality of this world, how and doesn't attract this world, doesn't attract, doesn't divert, doesn't throw him any way. He has become now wise person. Wise person are always very steady, stable person, and those who are fickle minded, small things, and they become very disturbed. Fickle minded person, white person are not disturbed in even in great loss or great gain, doesn't matter at all. So that is the sign of one wisdom. World loses power to disturb that third person. Yasmano dvijate loko, lokano dvijate chaya. 12th chapter Gita. The world loses the power to disturb that person. And that person also doesn't disturb the world at all. So, who is that? The true devotee. And that person becomes wise, stable, steady, sthita pragya. That person becomes when one attains the perfect meditation on the Supreme Being. That is Brahma Jnana. That is Brahma Jnana. Thank you. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu Jananim Saradam Devim Ramakrishnan Jagadguru Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. Thank you for attending today's class online and in person. And good night to everyone. And see you in the next class next Friday at 7:30 p.m. And that day it will be the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna.